Hey guys, what's up? Jay here, smarthelping.com. We're going to talk about annual recurring revenue here. Annual recurring revenue for SaaS. Now we're going to talk about enterprise contracts. We're going to talk about B2C contracts and how you can figure out what your ARR is and what it's not. Now, you may have noticed it's been a couple weeks since I did a video. I've been really busy on the site. You can see number one, we have a new homepage, which is kind of cool, where you can navigate to all the different template categories, which is awesome. And what I've done as well on every page, well, what I'm still doing, I'm about halfway done with. I've got over 150 of these to do. Is I've added a screenshot slideshow, which is pretty cool. You could do it with Google Slides, um, of all the different screenshots or tabs in every single financial model. So it's easier to see what's going on without having to watch a video, because some people don't like to watch the videos. So they want a quick thing of, okay, what's the model have? Well, you can click through here and see. So that's what I've been working on. That's why I haven't done a ton of videos or new models. I got a lot in the works. I want to do a cost aggregation model. I want to do um, a BRRRR real estate scaling model that's really essentially looking at buying properties, refi, using that cash to buy more properties and scaling that out in a really nice model with really easy inputs. So we've got those two things in the works. But yeah, I've been bogged down doing this for all these different templates. I'm about halfway done. Um, so once I get through with that, I'll be more active in building new stuff. But this is really important. And also, while I've been going through all the templates, doing screenshots, I've also been updating and checking all the formatting and just giving all the models another set of eyes as I go through and take the screenshots. So you'll see formatting updates as well across the board. Um, some will have more updates than others depending on how old the model was. Um, all right, so let's get back to it here. MRR. So what we want to say is the simplest way is, let's say you've got at the end of a given period 100 customers and they're paying you $36 a month. Well, your MRR is 3,600. Your ARR is just that number multiplied by 12. Pretty simple. So 100 customers paying $36 a month gives you an ARR of $43,000 or an MRR of 3,600. Now, pretty simple, straightforward. And you can calculate that at the end of any period. It gets a little bit more complicated if you have multiple contracts of different lengths. So let's say you've got a contract that's 10 months, 12 months, 4 months, 6 months. Um, and let's say, if you got 50 customers here, 100 here, 1,000 here. Well, no, that's going to be it's going to skew the numbers so much. Say 200 here and, 35 here. So, and the total contract value, let's say, is on this 5,000, 25,000, 10,000, and 6,000. And that means over 10 months they're paying 5,000. Over 12 months these 100 are paying 25,000. Over 4 months these people are paying 10,000. So what you want to do to calculate MRR and ARR in this situation, so this is how much the value of the contract's worth. You would want to take that total value, divided by the months. So you're normalizing it into a monthly amount. So you've got $500 a month from these 10, or from these 50, $2,000 a month from these 100. This is term number. This is essentially your MRR calc. Is you would just take, 500, 2,000, 2,500, 1,000. Now, if you normalized it, and these customers never leave, In theory, you're making $6,000 a month. And then your ARR net is, again, just this times 12. So in theory, you're making $73,000 a year recurring every year based on these contract terms on average. Now, if you wanted to actually test that, well, I'm sorry, it's more than that. Hold on. It's more than that. This is just per customer, right? So we need to multiply this. We need to multiply this monthly amount times this number of customers. And I'm just doing this on the fly. I haven't prepared this, so it's just, you're getting my raw calculations right here. So this is your actual MRR per contract, but total MRR, you got to multiply the amount per contract times the number of customers. So from these 50, you're making 25,000 a month. From these 100, you're making 200,000 a month. Again, because let's say, look at this. So you've got, you're doing 25,000 divided by 12 is 2,000 a month times here, 208. So that's how we're getting to 208. Now you sum this up. Now this is your MRR, 768, and ARR times that by 12, 9.2 million. Now let's test it out. So 50, let's do this over 12 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. And then each 50, you're getting $5,000 every 10 months. And then we're just assuming a 100% retention rate. So in theory, it's $500 a month times 50. Okay, there's your 25,000 over the course of a year. That's 300,000. Oh, and you could do this times 12 to get the ARR of each cohort if you wanted, which you can see that adds up to 9.2 million as well, which is our total. Let's work this out. So even though the contract's every 10 months, in theory, if you break that into a monthly level and normalize it, this first amount is worth this much per month and that much per year, with assuming you've got 50 of these people paying you $5,000 every 10 months. Now, if you wanted to do it actually the time, you could say, okay, they pay $5,000, 50, they pay here, and then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They renew, let's say they all pay again, 250. And let's actually spread this out. So month 1. I think this is good to just understand a fully understanding comprehensive view of MRR and ARR. If it's just month-to-month contracts, it's pretty simple, but when you have contracts with different term lengths, that's when it can get more complicated. We can also look at month-to-month contracts where you've got different values of those month-to-month contracts. It's just one less step. Okay, so 250, 250, 250 again. So here you can see every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 250, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 250. And over the long haul, if you keep doing this, and normalize it, let's see, this is over 41 months. We've now made 1.2 million, but, and you could divide this by 41, this It includes, they're not going to pay again for another 9 or 10 months. So that's a little bit more, 30,000. Really, we know it's the monthly value is 25, and we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, actually out to here, because you pay here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically, this 1.2 million you haven't earned it until the 50th month in total. So you should divide that by 50, and there you get your 25,000 average. So that's how, if you can look at it every 10 months for that value and get it that way, or you can do it simply by taking the MRR per contract and multiplying it by the total people at that contract. You get 25,000. And then you normalize it again for 300,000. You could say, well, okay, we've made what, 1.2 million. How many years has it been? Well, 50 months. You could divide 50 by 12. That's 4.1 years. If you go ahead and multiply this, or you take this total divided by the year, 300,000. Look at that. And where do we see that? 300,000 right here. So there you go. We got ARR of contracts with different terms. You could also do, if these were all monthly, so you just put 1 here, but you've got different people, and let's say they're paying 5,000 a month. They're paying different amounts per month. You can see now MRR here, and it's gone up because instead of paying that amount over 10 months, 12 months, 4 months, 6 months, we're saying they actually pay these amounts every month. Now let's just make it smaller so you can see. Let's say they're paying 19 a month, 15, 9, and 5. So MRR is just whatever it is per contract. You can do the total MRR by getting the actual people that are paying each amount, so 950, 15, 18, 175 per month in total. Your average MRR per contract, now you could take this 4,000 and divide that by the total people if you want to know what you're making on average per month per contract. So 1149, that's your weighted average. You could also do that with the varying contract lengths, the same calculation, just whatever your annual normalized monthly and annual recurring revenue is divided by the number of people, and that's your weighted average value per contract. All right, well, I think we've got enough knowledge dump on you guys here. If you want to check out more financial models, I've got a lot of stuff in the SaaS space. You can check out the site. Now I can navigate to the home page now that I've updated this SaaS subscription models, and I've got all kinds of recurring revenue models here. SaaS, I've also got some SaaS variations and just membership subscription businesses, all types of models here to check out in this space. And you could buy the whole bundle for $289, or you could buy individual templates. And remember, I do have bulk discounts available as well. All right, like and subscribe. Check out the site, smarthelpme.com. And before I go, the last thing I wanted to say is I do have a knowledge base now. I've basically consolidated all the articles into categories that I've done. So you can see categories, high-level categories, and then different articles for each one. And, I've got a lot. Here's SaaS, knowledgeable articles. We just got a whole bunch of stuff, general industries. So check it out. And remember, if you want to buy the whole template library, you can get it for $9.99. That's every single model I've done over the past 8 years that's on the site. Very valuable if you want to learn finance or just use them for consulting. It's a super valuable set of templates. Alrighty, catch you guys later.